Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Krabby McCoffee's YouTube channel. I'm Mary Sky. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, and thumbs up and the bell notification. If you're a comer backer, welcome back. So I have a couple updates for you. The first one is I'm not feeling too well this morning. I told Zoe, right? Zoe and Chloe's all pissed off. Like, why don't you just go with your girlfriend? Zoe's not my girlfriend. Okay, she's a friend and she's a girl, but she ain't my friend. She's not my girlfriend. Sorry, she is a friend. See, I'm not even with it this morning. Zoe sees my videos. She might just get snippy with it. She's a good friend of mine. Fortunately, I'm very ill this morning, okay? I gotta take one of these in front of you guys because I don't know what the hell's going on, okay? And Chloe's like, why don't you just stay home? Well, problem is I didn't sleep with the damn last night, right? And that's the first thing we're going to talk about. Second thing is I was in pain so much last night. I think that tooth's giving me some trouble. But if it's not the tooth, then it's stomach pain. Literally, my stomach's giving me more pain than what it's worth. Primary care physician already said I have to stay on my meds, right? Well, we ran out. And with the pharmacy running out, they don't let me fill it on my time, They fill it when the pharmacy says it's due. And the doctor always fills it on their time and their dime. And then the pharmacy claims the copay went up. So I have to go through my book, which I did find out that now they're moving my meds up to like tier 1 or something, which is mean like that. It's not generic, It's like, oh yes, we're going to milk you. And then the other ones, so they're basically going and saying, for example, med 1's a Tum Tum med, right? So last night I must have ate half of Chloe's bottle of she was nice to me. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm sitting there really in trouble, I had so much acid reflux, and then she says, she said, when it comes to drinking, you shouldn't have a drink with Zoe and or the beer, which is Chloe's right, because it destroys the stomach lining. That is one of the biggest problems you have with alcohol. If you didn't know, if you're a heavy boozer, the heaviest boozer in the world, right, is destroying your stomach lining from the beer. See, you could sit there and have some people have whatever problems. I, on the other hand, so. Anyways, sorry about this, miss. I did some dishes last night. I actually did some. Of course, problem is I got yelled at for my eyesight, but oh well. So I'm not feeling too well this morning. Literally, I tried to have a chat with Chloe last night about something important. She's all worried. I'm going to talk to you guys about that too. This is my private time right now, but let's just show you. So I got the test kit here. Government gave us like hundreds of these damn things. This is what we call our emergency preppers list. When you run out, you go pay like 10, 12 bucks a test. They charge you because of this little doodad right here, So the trick is to stockpile them and only use them when and if you're sick. Now, my advocate, she says I use these cards so much, it's not funny. See how they basically wedge these in? So they wedge these in, right? And then you got to unwedge them. Okay, so. All right, so here's the deal. It doesn't matter whatever side you use, right? So you put one kit. Higgins is like, oh, we got too many. Well, last night he's talking about splitting headache. Tell you what it is. More likely, Higgs, old boy, got the coronavirus himself. Thinking about that. He's complaining about splitting, pounding headache. It's one of the symptoms of coronavirus. You get this splitting, pounding headache, and it just won't go away. and you're really weak, Higgins has been weak for a few days. I think he's been exposed. No, literally, he doesn't know it. I mean, he's like, he doesn't talk about masking up either. He's probably one of those guys that don't believe in masks, you know. So I'll tell you a story, okay? So this morning, Chloe's all mad at me, right? I got up. I literally got up, okay? I'll tell you the story. Chloe turns around, right? I'm not going to belittle Chloe. This is her day. So what does she do? She goes back to bed now. And because of it, guess I'm missing one thing, okay? Yeah, they give us these little swabs. Okay, so I'm going to be preparing the coronavirus kit, or is what we call it, the coronavirus kit. So use 1 hour after opening. Oh yeah, that's fine. So now they're giving us an hour. You see this? It says here, use within 1 hour. That's the first time I've seen these kits. So the stacks I have don't say use within 1 hour. So apparently, as long as they're sealed, they don't activate itself. So I told Chloe, you're not feeling too well, take a coronavirus test. You know, just do it in your room or go back to bed. I, on the other hand, I'm taking one too, just in case, because I'm not feeling too well this morning myself. You know, but I also got to keep an eye on the boats too. Chloe's like, keep an eye on the boats. So my job is keep an eye on boats, let Chloe sleep. Roger, got that. Anyway, give me a second. They won't even let you on the boat with that.
How many tests are in that
Each
package?
test has 2.
Well, let's just share.
I'm not sharing one.
How many?
Yeah.
No,
I gave you a box already. There's a whole stack of them in your room. In our preppers room, we have like 500 of these damn things.
You had to use both tests within an hour.
No, it says once you open this little baggie here, you need to do the test. Each test is for individual person. You can do your own.
And there's 2 testing kits in here.
Yes, and you'll need to use one kit at a time. Apparently, that's how it works. Good morning, Chloe says to the people. She's looking like crap every day this week. I mean, you won't believe. A lot of people think, I
always feel like shit when I wake up. Okay, I always feel sick when I get up, and I feel better.
Oh yeah, well, Higgins has got a pounding headache. I think he ended up coming down with it.
Even in the summertime, I'm like this.
Yeah, well, can't keep living on whatever it is. All right, so.
I don't really even take Dayquil. I don't even take it as a one-time thing.
So the dropper's in place, everyone. See?
I usually don't conduct these viruses. I usually don't contract them.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to say, but you're a walking magnet to get me sick. Everyone knows that's the only way I got sick. I don't go out. You know that. Oh, God, my head's been pounding this morning, too, lately.
I guess Mel's gonna want me to stay home if you got.
No, if I got another variant, then you can do what you want. I don't care if you want to go see your mom and transmit it to everyone, that's your business, not mine.
My mom's sick. My mom being Oregon sick.
Yeah, and then the Oregon Health Department will be tracking your movement, Portland, Arizona. I mean, look, this is the problem with being a pandemic-ridden place, okay, people? Chloe's sitting there. Right? Chloe's like, oh, I can't wait to meet my mom, right? She's excited. Can I just tell the story? Or are you going to freaking sit there, you honky? See, she's a white honky. Now I'm calling her a white honky. See, I'm being funny here, okay? I'm trying to be funny as well. Think of it this way. All right. The nose part is always what gets me. I always have to, like, how far do you have to cram it up your damn nostrils? Does it even tell you?
It doesn't. It doesn't tell you a damn thing.
Nasal drainage. All right.
All right.
You know, this is very uncomfortable, people. Well, there you go. That might help too a bit. Couldn't they just make a spit test to be easier?
A spit test.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't they just give you a dip that tests you for a virus?
This should be good enough. Okay. Now we just. See, these tests kind of a real pain. All right, so I've given it enough, I think. Now,
How many times? 15?
15 times in each nose, 15 seconds apparently, and then you drop it in. Let's see here. See, look at this. You must squeeze this and do that. If you don't do it right, your test will come back negative. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? I put it up in my damn nose. My nose is giving me trouble. So what you do then is you do your eyedropper here. And you drop it in. They're like, oh, you need to squeeze every drop in. Squeeze, really. Why don't you just fucking take the nasal thing and stick it on him?
Yep. This will tell me if I'm sick, sicker, or sicker than a Canadian bastard in drag.
Oh, I gotta go get some paper towels myself real quick. So there you have it. So basically what you do then is you take the test here and this here, throw it out, and then you wait for the results, which is 15 minutes fully. So so about when it hits about the 30-minute mark on my video, it'll tell us if if we're contagious or not. More likely, I'm not, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
I'm gonna take a shower. That'll make me feel better. I'll feel better with the shower.
I would say good for Chloe, but then it would be bad for me anyways because Chloe's all pissed I'm not going. Problem is I'm not feeling too well. I didn't get any sleep last night.
I'd rather you stay here anyways.
Why?
Because you keep an eye on things here while I'm gone.
You know what's really sad?
What is it?
All right, peeps. Thanks for waiting for me. I have an announcement. You should go take a shower, Chloe. So, anyways, so far it hasn't come up yet. So, anyways, let me just tell you a thing. If that pulls up positive, right? Positive, then you gotta ask yourself two questions, okay? One is, how did you get it? Well, I don't go out. Chloe brought it in. But the other thing is, if you have the new coronavirus symptoms, then basically, and the other thing is I didn't sleep worth the damn last night. I mean, literally, I was up all night, basically, and that is a sign of coronavirus alone, because I've had it so many times. You just sit there. And by the way, I thought I died last night for a moment. Literally, it was like I was sitting there on my bed, and for one flash moment, pitch darkness. It's like you can hear everyone around you, but you were completely like dead. It was like you were completely, So basically, it was like I died.
It's like you died.
And it was like the power went out, and I was just sitting in my room, and then I went, and it was like pitch darkness. And then all of a sudden you gotta wait for your test.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the results.
Well, you can take the results with you to the shower. More likely you're negative.
Watch the results, okay?
Well, I'd like some privacy in here, okay? And if you take my pinch again, there won't be any left for me. Oh yeah, after you get back from your mom, you son of a bitch.
Going.
Oh yeah.
You get your dip.
Well, yeah, well, you better go get that then first. Then while you're waiting for your test.
I'm going to
store time. I don't want my dip pinched.
You got enough left for my shower head. I'm gonna go to the store.
So you just
I got $20 in my bank. $10 is going for dip for you, and then another $10 to go for dip for you next week. Sometime beginning of the week, give or take.
Well, can I have my living room to myself?
Yes, you can have living room to yourself. Just keep it on. I'll just take the damn test with me.
Did you put 3 drops?
Yes.
Good. You're a good girl. I'm gonna keep you. I gotta keep an eye on the administrator.
I can still hear you from back there.
I just want to talk. It's my channel.
I'm not even saying anything.
Well, still, you always should. So, anyways, peeps, good to see you guys this morning. I'm kind of worried about Higgins this morning. He said he's got this pounding headache. So, anyways, I don't mean to push Chloe out. It's just with her around, it's. Anyways. Let's see what the symptoms are. Sore throat, fever, headache, muscle pain, and fatigue. Yeah, I've had a fever, so Omicron B5 BA variant. Yeah, well. So that right there. Let me see. Chloe's got a runny nose right now, and let me check for her headache. Uh, So, anyways, sorry about that, people. I need my refill. Some bitch steals my dip and then fucking throws a shit fit. All they do is steal my tobacco and then steals my money and steals everything. And, anyways, where were we? I don't even want to talk this morning. I need to check the ferry schedules. Yeah, Chloe's basically. Man, I didn't get any sleep last night, all right? Chloe's literally basically driving me insane, literally. And I mean, I asked her to leave because I want my morning time with you guys, okay? She's like, go talk to your girlfriend. Really? She's sleeping and she doesn't want to talk to me this morning. We're all adults here. So basically, one of the things I'm doing this morning, checking the ferry as of this morning. Boats were, I always check ferry alerts this morning. It tells you what's going on. So apparently, currently the boats, I'm going to check the live. You can actually check the live schedules or the live cams or the live status of real maps. Tell you exactly what's moving and how. It's currently the Sammy and the Yakis. So Sealisk. So the number 4. Sammy and Seal. So the next boat, see. They don't. The actual depart's 5 o'clock. That's the Yaki. The CL and the Sammy are both in Annie right now. And apparently the Sammy's running late. Okay. So your best bet is to keep an eye on these, and it'll tell you exactly how long they're late. Because they're down one boat to bring in Inner Island first. So it says Inner Island passengers apparently are coming first from what I'm reading on the ferry alert. So Chloe needs to know this. There are 3 boats. Number 4 is out. So if you go here, it tells you exactly what's going on. So apparently there's an alternate winter. Okay, so oh, here we go. Saturday schedule. That's the Annie boat. What's about this? So, anyways, we're almost to the 15-minute mark. So, I'm going to have to give Chloe a briefing on the boats. That's my job. Again, I do all the administrative work when they're supposed to do all the lazy son of a bitch work. Nothing. Coffee time again. I came to give you the report. You need the phone? Why? Yeah, your mom. You don't want to let sleep at your business. Oh God, what is with her this morning? You need to come then call your mom. I don't care. It's 6 a.m. Shouldn't be waking your mom up after. The problem is I'm not feeling too well this morning. So I got about 30 seconds left for this test, give or take. So anywho, everyone's good this morning. I can show you my results because I hate showing results. They're always saying, "Oh, you didn't do this or didn't do that." Yeah, Anyways, it looks good. I don't like how they throw these things in huge boxes and throw so much crap in here and then it doesn't work. Supposed to be coronavirus 2023 test, not 19 test. Literally. Anyways, let me check the weather real quick. So he's like, I don't hear anything. Of course you don't. Friday, harb. That's where I live. Gale warning. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that's already dead. Wind advisory. 6 a.m. All right. Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night, And Chloe, she's just like, I mean, to me, I'm not feeling too well anyways, but still, it's like, Anyways, so this morning I'm gonna rinse some coffee out. Oh, my knee just popped. That hurt. Not getting any younger, people. Anyways, people. Anyways, last night I had some yogurt, I think it was. I think I ate up all the yogurt. Oh no, there was one yogurt. The stuff's from France. Did you see that? product of France. I was telling Higgins the other day about these. He's like, no. They're basically little pouches. You twist the top. It's a good prepper's tool. I was reviewing them. And I gotta tell you, what you do with them is you eat them, right? And you have this little twisty top, right? So you take the twisty top here and you pull it off, right? And then you get like different things, yogurt, and this is applesauce. And you get other little things on the go. I mean, literally, it's not bad. I don't mind it. And I just noticed this trivia on the bottom. Didn't know that for her. Anyways, so this is basically, this is pretty cool, like they make it pretty tasty, and you get these like little travel things. Yeah, it's great, prepper's tool. So, anyways, let's get on to prepping. So a lot of you preppers out there realize that when you're prepping, you need to literally prep with extra emergency things like, this stuff here. Higgins asked me about my package. So, anyways, a friend of mine said drink 2 glasses of warm water in the morning, right? For my ailments, right? And yeah, so so apparently there's our friend supposed to have snow. Higgins and let's just say I'm gonna say it this way so I don't lead you guys on something, okay? So the other day, Chloe and I were talking about something right important, right? So there's this tranny, right? She's like, and Chloe's like, "What is this ugly cow?" And they're like, "Facial feminization surgery in 18 days." It's like in this economy, everyone's going out for surgery. I mean, what? Government's paying for it? Your taxpayers paying for it? So literally emailed me and said, "Are you getting it? Oh, the government's paying for it. Oh, I'm a real woman. You're not." So that was the end of the discussion. Yeah, so I said to Chloe. Chloe looked at it. Chloe says, "I'm good." Chloe went land-based, son of a bitch. Chloe was not happy. So the taxpayers can pay for facial feminization and a boob job and a cooter, but can't pay for Chloe's mental therapy because she's getting shafted. And it upsets me to no end. I mean, I'm here to guide Chloe, right? So this morning we got high winds and this and that. And Chloe's like, they're talking about gale force on the water with windstorm right after the gale. So Chloe's like, "Oh, it's not good." And I was like, "What do you mean it's not good?" She says, "Oh, it's not good because during gale winds, the water basically hits the ferry, right?" I said, "How bad is it?" She says, "Let's put it this way: they don't let you outside on the sun deck. They seal the doors up, right? They have these like little door things that they seal, right? And they try to steer you away from these little waves because she says the waves. She said the scariest part of these boats, right, is if you're not going in it right, it can sink a boat. So what it is the water, right, comes up and can hit the window. And I've seen it too. You could be sitting there, right, little table talking, not using your computer or anything. All of a sudden, you see this light wave and it hits the window, just. So they try to do is as they're driving, they're trying to basically, they actually avert these things. So if you see a small wave, they want to basically make sure that the wave hits it in a way that hits the sides because the smaller waves will hit the window. But if they have smaller waves goes in the front or the rear, or some call it the dual fronts, there might be a problem where the car garage on the ferry will sink. So that is why a lot of people are like, when I was a little kid, true story, I used to basically go above all these ferry rides with my mom. And one day, a ferry conductor who knew us because we took ferries all over the islands and everything else went to this island, to that island, to this island, to this island. So my mom took a boat, right? This is what happened one time. So she took a boat from Edmonds to Kingston. Then to no. It was Mukilteo to Clinton, and then we drove around Woodby Island enjoying it, hit some stuff. Then we hit the other ferry, the Keystone Ferry. I think it's what it's called, the Keystone. And we went over to Bainbridge Island, or not Bainbridge, but this other. Then we hit up all these other ferries on the other side, right? Ending up doing a circle. So we hit like all these ferries, right? The only ferry line we didn't hit is the San Juan's, right? Because Mom, she was doing it was like a weekend trip. I don't know how we ended up with all those boats, right? But one of the guys sat there and talked to me. Nice guy. Put me on my lap. He was he's retired now, I bet, or even dead. But he said, "Look, girly, you need to literally basically not be afraid of these boats. None sank, right? After they're retired and they're sold to some other country, they might sink, but they've never sank, right? See, I used to basically go. First thing I would do is I'd go figure out where the launches are in case of an emergency, right? They used to have these outboard boats, right? Then they said it took too much clutter, right? So they started putting in these like 100, 200 capsule life raft little things on it. It looks like a little sausage roll on a ship, right? So, that's what happened. Better see if the boats have moved. Chloe's like, oh, the boats are going to move. Maybe, maybe not. But the other thing is you got to remember that there is another problem with the boats, too. They can cancel a boat at any given time due to the crew shortages and not Coast Guard certified. Hold on. I will shower and I will. I don't care. So, anyway, so it says travel bulletins this morning. All boats delayed 30 minutes. That means the number 1, 2, and 3 boats are going to be delayed big time. So basically, says delayed an estimated 30 minutes delayed due to shortage of crew shortages. See, I told you this. So basically, crew shortages happen, and on a day like today, I mean, literally, Chloe's like, oh, well, I'll go take my shower, really. The funniest thing is I really wanted to talk. Good morning, Kane. So I wanted to talk about the roommate, right? So this morning we're supposed to meet her mom. I'm not feeling too well at this snuff, I didn't sleep well last night. I got to take a quick shower, but I can't due to the fact that Chloe hasn't taken one yet. So I'm going to have to wait, right? And Chloe says, oh, well, I called my mom. So this morning I woke up, right? I was in pain last night. And she's like, oh, well, Yeah, her mom's coming today. Well, they're supposedly coming. Chloe's not even out of bed yet. Chloe got out of bed, went and did a COVID test, and went back to bed. So currently, every time I go and bother her in her room, she's basically barbecuing me like, "What the fuck do you want?" Kane. It's a ferry delay thing. Literally, it's a ferry delay thing currently. Ferry delay is 30 minutes. I checked it myself this morning. And yet, the real problem is Chloe's, she's too afraid. Uh-huh. We're adults. I think who was it? Zoe or Higgins or something got mad at me last night. I don't remember who it was. Anyways, that is messing up. So, anyways, Barry's delayed by a half hour, which gives Chloe some extra time, Chloe's kind of upset, anyways, due to the fact that she's like, what's the boat's like, I'm upset at other issues. I'm getting to the point where I'm tired and, so I came Cordova. Oh, yeah, remember, her mom was coming. Yeah, well, her mom's already in the state. The problem is we don't know what's the status. All we know is we got a gale force on the water. We live on an island. And then, top of that, I was talking about water, the boats, right? How when the ferries are running on the water, they really, really shake severely. It's like their hulls are coming apart, when it comes to being on the water. It's a safe transportation, but I've seen things where videos where one slip up, something happens, and so this morning, Chloe's like, oh, see, she only wants me to basically do the administrative duties. She doesn't care. But then again, she doesn't care about anything herself because, she doesn't want her mom out here anyways because, Chloe's afraid her mom's going to put her in a group home or something, due to the fact that, her mom can't do it. But thing is, she doesn't want her mom seeing the place, Chloe's like already upset at me. I mean, literally, look what's going on, I got up this morning. Is there any spoons available? I mean, there's spoons. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, there's one spoon. Okay. So last night, Chloe made some dinner, right? Pork chops with me. I gotta tell you the story last night. It really pissed me off, actually. Usually, I don't complain about things, but I will. Before you ask anyone, yes, that is Hershey's chocolate. Mm-hmm. So, let me tell you a story. So last night, minding my own business, right? Minding my own business. I finally said to Chloe, right? Like Chloe, she's a good girl to a point, right? So she's like all bitchy and gripey with me, and I finally said, look, you'd be fucking griping too if every fucking dish is dirty and you're fucking whacking the monkey. And she got mad at me. And yeah, she has a right to get mad at me, because there's a lot of these so-called real women think that they're uncomfortable having a a noodle, right? Yeah. So, my point is I was angry at the fact that she eats her food and then re-eats her food and then makes more food and then dirties more dishes and then turns around and makes me wait 29 hours to eat. And I'm like, look, this is my fucking house, my fucking kitchen, my fucking pots and pans. Buy your own fucking stuff. Keep it clean. Because I'm tired of fucking going hungry. Last night I was furious, literally. I mean, I wasn't furious as in, polar bear Rita is going to maul someone. I was furious as in, where the fuck is everything going down the shitter? We know she's worried about her mom, but at the same time, what happened to dinner? So finally she says, oh, I'll make dinner, right? Lollygags. She left like 10 days soup in one of my pots, right? And then had to scrub the hell out of it because she didn't rinse it or anything. She didn't, last time she made soup, she didn't stir it. She went and played a game, right? When she played the game, she let the soup basically burn onto my pot. And it's like, dude, you don't fucking play a game and whack the monkey while you're cooking, right? No. And then finally, the other argument was, it took her 18, 19 hours plus to clean my pot. And I was like, dude, I could have had this done faster, but you won't let me in the damn kitchen. Then what she do? She makes more dishes, bakes bread and everything. Oh, you can't have bread because you have gluten. And then she makes more food than she needs. And then this morning, it's like, dude, make just enough bread for yourself. Don't make bread for 3 people and then expect to freaking eat it the next day when it's rock hard sitting out all night. I mean, whatever she wants to do, but she wastes food. And then, when it came to my dinner, right? Took an hour and a half to cook my dinner because, I'll leave it, right? I'm half out of it. I'm basically in severe pain, massive headache, mild chest pain, etc. She's like, oh, that's because you're having growing pains for seeing my mom, right? So finally, I said, look, I'm probably going to be sweating in the morning. I need a shower. I can go stinking, right? Oh, yeah, well, about me, right? It's all about what about me. But when it comes to the dishes, she doesn't give a shit. So this last night and this morning, she's throwing a fit while I'm on the phone to Poppy. That's my father-in-law. About, you ready for this, people? About her mom coming out. And Poppy's like, be careful, right? Dinky says, be careful. Zoe says, be careful. Chloe? She doesn't want anyone to see this fucking dill hole dirt place she lives in. Yeah. So soon as Chloe gets done, hopefully within an hour and the water tank's cleaned, I'm going to try to climb in the shower myself, give or take. Anyways, it's about her time for the shower anyway. No, they're not. Chloe wants to keep her from the apartment at all costs, Kane. And that's, one thing. Chloe does not want her mom setting foot in here because Chloe's afraid Chloe's mom's going to put her in a group home. They're like, you can't maintain your own house. You're being, Chloe's panicking. I mean, literally, the problem with Chloe is she doesn't want to go without me. She's like, I can't go to see my mom, without, you know. No, it wasn't the fan that sent me Hershey's chocolate. I know who did it. I can actually explicitly say it was Zoe. Zoe is not Zoe may be a fan, but Zoe's also saying Happy Valentine's Day. Why do you think I got so many jugs of chocolate syrup? I mean, I'm not going to go and show you. It's none of anyone's damn business, Kane, but there was a little Christmas card or a little gift receipt that said Happy Valentine's Day. Like sincerely reader or sincerely Zoe. So I know Zoe's the one who gave me my gift thing because that's what Zoe did. Somewhere on the table here it just says Zoe, and it's spelled with Zoe, but it was a gift. It was a gift, here it is. Listen. So I don't have to give you all the details. Happy Valentine's Day, Rita, from Zoe. You see, it's not a fan. Kane, it's actually Zoe. I think a fan was sending her shit. Not a fan. I already said it was Zoe. Zoe even signed it. Zoe told me on a different channel she was doing this. Why? Because Zoe's nice, okay, and it's a Valentine's present. She thinks I make her laugh. Well, I don't feel like I'm laughing this morning, I tell you, damn. I mean, literally. So I asked Chloe about So will her mom come to the apartment? No, because Chloe's trying to avoid it with like the plague. I mean, think of it, Kate. Chloe does not even want her mom in this place. I mean, what would you do if your mom basically saw all these piled up? It was all Chloe's doing. And Chloe just cooks and then cleans and then does it, or cooks and then leaves it there and then sits and goes, I'm a real woman, and then yells at everyone, No offense, I'm not trying to attack the trans community. I really don't like the trans community myself. I think the trans community are a bunch of uppity douche nuggets that need to have their notches taken down 20 notches and kicked off the damn public dole. I mean, if it wasn't for these mandatory spendings for sex changes, we wouldn't be in this position, but that's just me, but then again, they found a way to get rid of most of the mandatory spending, the transgender people can't. It's just cut them off by saying they're mentally ill. And then they don't give the mentally ill people anyways. I mean, think that I'd label all trannies mentally ill and move along. Yeah. But that's me. I'm an old battle axe that thinks, that they. But then again, you preppers out there need to realize that I'm talking about things that are important, which is prep like your life depends on it, because when the shit hits the fan, these people are going to be fucking sitting on the streets, basically not surviving. Mom's not going to come here, Kane, because Chloe's not allowing it. Chloe literally is not going to allow anything that's going to jeopardize her mom literally throwing a fit. That's the problem. You see, the problem is the Chloe's, So I'm only here until, I think if Anna knew her, she's done. No, Cordova, Kane. No, that was Zoe's doing. It's right here on the card on my desk here. I ain't going to share it with you. It's none of anyone's business. But like I said, it says. Let's just show it. See, look, okay? So you understand, I'm hiding some info, okay? It says right there, see? A gift for you. Happy Valentine's Day, Rita, from Zoe. That's it. You see, Zoe got me the chocolate. Zoe, of course, got me the chocolate cane because Zoe knows I love Hershey's chocolate. And 2 is she thinks I deserve nice things. And 3 is, unlike the Hershey's chocolate, there is no fucking way to get chocolate milk from this damn island. So you gotta make your own. So I actually got COVID. Yeah, well, guess what, Kane? I've had every variant of coronavirus. So to me, it's just a fact of life. I'm still alive. And I'll tell you a story, okay, Kane? Since I'm in a good mood and the coffee's still going and I can keep the coffee flowing this morning, I'll tell you a story. Anyways, let me finish the whole thing about dinner this morning, okay? And then I'll tell you about coronavirus as a prepper, too. So last night, I asked specifically for, right, ramen. Now, you guys know I like a good ramen, right? So I like this stuff, right? Hot chicken, right? Tastes great, was great. I sat there, and the first thing I did, right? I'll tell you what I said. Okay, I said to Chloe, 4 cups of water. She said, okay. I told her exactly how to do it. I said, boil the water, slow the temperature down to 9, right? And you slow it. As you're getting it to 9, right after boiling, you throw your ramen packs in. She said, okay. Then I said, break it up. Don't just go to your room and be like, I'm a real woman. And then, come back. I said, break it up, right? And then slowly turn it down from 9 to 8 to 7 to medium. Once it's all coagulated nicely and the bullion's already dissolved, I said, the bouillon cube, of course. Then I said, you just turn it down to 4. Stir right in the seasoning packs, right? And then put it in a bowl. So I'm watching a movie last night, right? This is how I know her kitchen manners are shitty, okay? No offense if her mom's watching this. I don't mean any offense to anyone. She literally takes the pot, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm getting hungry, right? Now, if I want ramen, the way I can do it, I crack an egg, fry the egg up, and then I put the eggs in with my ramen. That's one way I do things, right? But I always like a little broth. Pot was completely dry. I said, do you ever? So I put water in it. I had to recalibrate it, Tastes like crap. I said, Chloe, you destroyed my meal. Oh, well, I don't know what I'm doing. It's a simple thing. You turn it down. I've mastered ramen. What is it? You can't master ramen? You can master complex dishes, but a fucking simple one you want. So last night I said to Dad jokingly, I said, I've never met anyone in my entire life that can ruin ramen. And that was the pun of it. Who the hell ruins ramen, right? Well, anyways, who the hell ruins ramen? I got the first 3 shots. Yeah, well, me and let me tell you a story about me and one of my moderators, Kane. Okay, I want to tell you a story. One of my moderators, I love dearly, by the way, Kane. She literally and I were talking about the vaccines, right, and how they got all these blocks and roadblocks, and how the vaccines aren't working, the boosters aren't working. This is something that doesn't literally pan out, right? So, you're sitting there like, oh, really? Yeah. So the story goes like this, right? This doesn't pan out, right? So when they say it's effective, it ain't effective to shit. Anyone can get coronavirus. Story for you. I got the biggest, funniest story for you yet, Kane, about coronavirus. Hope you're enjoying this morning. So, anyone can get the coronavirus, right? Plain and simple. So last night, right? Where's my spoon I had? You know what? I'm getting tired of fucking asking for my spoon. That works. So, story goes, right? Talking about coronavirus. I'll tell you a story, Kane. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you do appreciate my stories. So I called up a doctor and he wouldn't get back to me, right? So finally I get in touch with this doctor, right? Finally talked to this doctor and I said, yeah, my glasses. Let me show you if you can see. There's the film's dissolving itself. If you can see there, let me see. Can you see that? I guess you can't. Oh yeah, barely. You can see it barely from the lenses or something. But anyways, there's this film, right? The film's dissolving inside. Literally, it's like basically making me having a hard time seeing, right? You're probably thinking, how does this affect coronavirus? Oh, it ties in nicely. So the doctor emails me 20 times yelling at me about my signature on my whatchamacallit, right? My Gmail, right? So I emailed and I said, look, you keep asking me a question, I keep answering it. How many fucking times do you not want me to answer this? What you want me to answer the right way? I said, I ain't answering the right way, right? Well, eventually I give her my insurance on my other email. She emails back and says, due to the fact that you don't have a corona vaccine or corona boosters, you can see Dr. Such and such. We're not going to infect the entire clinic because you're not vaccinated, because you're one of these anti-vaxxers. I said, bitch, in an email, I'm a fucking prepper, and you can't fucking ram down your fucking concrete, cock-sucking, non-fake stuff when it doesn't fucking work. I said lady. I wanted to say bitch, but you know what I mean, right, Kane? So the son of a bitch turns around and literally has problems, right? So they're telling me I have to be vaccinated. I said, no, I don't have to be vaccinated. The hospital says the same thing. Oh, we can't have, the other day they used the dog as an excuse, So the truth is in the pudding, my friend. Okay, so so Chloe's like, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna get you your dip till next week. Thing is, I ain't worried about my damn dip. What I'm worried about is the fucking so So, anyways, like I said, truth in the pudding, Kane. She just doesn't want Chloe here. Chloe doesn't want her mom here due to the fact that, Chloe's afraid, but Chloe ain't gonna, the thing is, Chloe's literally afraid. I mean, let me tell you, I was arguing with Chloe the other day, right? I'll tell you this story. So, this morning, right? Then last night, I was asking Chloe about housing. Anyways, I was asking Chloe about housing, right? And Chloe's like, I'm not going to tell my mom anything. That's one reason why she doesn't want me going. She doesn't want me spilling the beans of Chloe being kicked out in April, not being recerted, So Chloe's literally turning around, But look at this. Chloe can't maintain her own self, And so Chloe's afraid her mom's going to come out, grab her, pluck her up, take her to another state without knowing, and or come home, pack a bag, and leave, and leave me the entire place, which is fine by me. The problem is Chloe doesn't know. The thing is, okay, let me tell you what I think. Okay, Chloe doesn't know what she wants. Literally, Chloe does not know what she wants. I mean, that's how I see it. Chloe doesn't know what she wants. I mean, point is last, Chloe's like, oh, well, you stay home and you do this, and the ferry boats, they're about 30 minutes behind scheduled. So, and, so the point is, she's one of those that, no, the management is angry. The management company is angry too, because the fact of the matter is that, for example, the water, right? I got yelled at for taking too much mild water this morning to make coffee. Every hot water is her hot water. That's what she said. Every hot water is mine. So she's literally telling me what I can and can't do, So, there was someone that was. Knows my advocates. I had two advocates, right? Emailed me yesterday. They asked me specifically if I had a bath, and I said no, I didn't. I haven't had one in like 5 days, 5.5 days. Oh my God, I got ripped a new one. Well, I'm not allowed to use water. Water is only for Chloe, the royal potentate that wants to be a dictator of everything, right? So, literally, and now they're dictating that their mom can't visit because they don't want their mom to see a pigsty that Chloe created. Because, you know. So, for the answer, the long answer, Kane, no, mom's not going to see this because Chloe's not going to show her the letter saying she's been asked to clean this place up and keep it clean or get evicted. So she's trying to bring me down to the point of no return, and I, on the other hand, am running out of options, literally. So, okay. So, anyways, my point is for you guys in today's discussion is what's going to happen, right? Me, I don't know. I ain't taking a cold shower either. So Chloe's like, oh, I'll call her and have her come over this way, right? There's a gale warning anyways, so we don't know what the hell's going on anyways. So the short answer or the long answer is Chloe's not going to allow mom to, Kane to, you know, so for the rest of you out there, it's going to be an interesting day to say the least. You know, you know. So I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Should game for a couple hours at least. I'm not gonna be able to climb in the shower anyways until whenever. And the beautiful Zoe I told her I'd check in with her today. She thought maybe I'd miss her. I don't think I'm going to miss her at all due to the fact, Okay, so gale warning says 7 p.m. So we got a gale warning. Small craft advisory is 6 a.m. Saturday to 6 p.m. So they're saying, so we got a gale warning and it's windy, a small craft advisory. So apparently this is what's going on, So pretty bad. Every time I read this, right, it doesn't explain the swells. They're like, oh, wind wire. Yeah, but what about the swells? So there's a 50-car pileup in Wisconsin. Gee, that'd be an interesting thing. Okay, so it says, I like this. Okay, let's see. We know where this is. Yes, we know the gale thing, but what about the wind? I mean, it's supposed to tell you swells. This is wind and the trees and power outages and. So apparently it's just saying hazardous seas. Hazardous seas is what it's saying. I hate when they do that. They don't even tell you how big the swells are. They're just like hazardous seas. So, point is, Chloe's gonna basically call her mom up, probably around 7:30. Let her know that the boats are running behind schedule till around half hour both ways. So, that's just give or take this morning, and we don't even know what the afternoon's bringing. I mean, literally, the ferry info. Current rider information is 23 minutes behind schedule. That's number 3. So, if we go over to ferry and check real time, it'll tell us what the freaking other boats are doing. So, the number 3 is running currently, and the number 1's running. Where's the number? Okay, so number 1's Yak, the number 2, and the number 3, the Sammy is that, and the CL ain't leaving till 7:40, and the Sammy's running 23 minutes late, so it leaves the entire queue screwed up. Wow. So there we go. The Yak's coming in, and then the Yak will be pulling out, and then they're 3 boats. So, what's really bad about running these boats is that this time of morning it's freaking pitch black out. You can't see anything, and it's like basically you get these guys right that have to commute, right? The commuters, sorry. And you get on the boat, right? And you're walking along. And there's like sleeping bags everywhere. People are sleeping like hobos. And Chloe's like, "Go be up for 90 minutes." And you're sitting there writing in your journal, looking, going, "Damn, what is with these people?" You got to have to take Moppy and the conductor, the ferry the ferry attendant, employees, like, "Hey, how are you today, Rita?" And you're like, "Good." And sometimes they're nice to buy a cup of coffee, and you sit there and you shoot the breeze with them, going, "What the hell's with all these hobos?" "Oh, well, they're commuters." Commuters are not commuters. You don't just sit around and do what you need to. Mm-hmm. So basically, you just are riding along, and that's it. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta use the restroom. Trying to brief Chloe anyways on 2 things. She's in the shower, so it should be simple to brief her on 2 things came up. Give me a few minutes. No, the boat's 30+ minutes late. Delays all there's only 3 boats running instead of 4. And also because of a massive snowstorm in the northwest, or not the northwest, central, the central areas.
Central areas got hit.
Wisconsin downwards, all the way past to Pennsylvania, there was a massive snowstorm that's still hitting. Great, tell me because of your triggers.
That was a blizzard. Okay.
50-car pileup in Wisconsin.
Holy shit.
Never heard of a 50-car pileup before.
Oh, Wisconsin deserves that for going all Republican.
Well, still, 50-car pileup.
Yeah.
It's all over the news. Anyways, currently, the weather's going down the toilet. this. I just had to swing in here and get the toilet. I'll keep you informed of the boat. Of course, I'm getting to the point where I'm still getting tired, I have no energy. And I don't feel rusty either.
No. I feel like shit too.
Well, like,
I gotta make an effort. Oh, I understand.
I don't have to make an effort. In some cases, personally, the older part will fucking illness. Besides this, your mom can be this close. I wouldn't want to ride a Ricky Ferry in this damn gale form.
You're not.
Maybe she should just stay in Cedar Wool and stay there. I mean, seeing an island during a gale storm is not a good idea. Her half might fall off. I'm just giving you advice. I can't give you one that chooses.
Yeah, neither can I.
Well, let her choose what she chooses. Apparently, the boats are delayed.
I don't know if this one out of Ohio is so bad.
Yeah, well, let her stay out of Ohio than me. I don't know. Good morning, people. Sorry about that. Anyone commenting? Nope. So, he says, Kane said I had 3 shots. I was like, cool. You know. I'm having a little joke with my friend, this morning. RX Pass, what is this? Let me look at this. I'm curious about this. First, I want to know what they have. Yeah, I get this. So the tell me is, what meds do you take, you pecker-wooded son of a bitch? You're gonna do the RX Pass. I don't want Grubhub. What I want to see is this. RX Pass? Yeah, well, show me the RX Pass. I don't care about that. I want to see RX Pass for a second. Okay. So let me see what happens if I put in... Dude, I get this. I want to fucking search, you pecker wads. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Look at this. All right, so how about not one med that... Oh, yeah, Chloe has it on. My Tum Tum med is... Oh, yeah. $10 supply. Come on, dude. Okay, and then finally I want... It's this I want. Wow, look at this. Fine. Let's see this. I'm just curious. Let me see. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I gotta find this. Do I still have this? Or... Yeah. There we go. Let's just try this. Okay, so it says member ID. I don't know what a member ID is. Do they even tell you what member ID is? Wow. Okay. I think this is ID. RX bin. RX group. RX PCN. What the fuck is? Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Whatever. You son of a bitch. I hate when they do this. I'm just looking at pricing. You know. Well, whatever. There you go. You son of a bitch. Yeah, so basically, I'll tell you what they're doing. Okay, they're just Amazon is literally yes. Oh, prescriber, huh? Look, look. I don't need a fucking prescriber. Change the zip code, you son of a bitch, Peckerwood. Damn Peckerwooded son of a bitch. There, you fucking Peckerwadded son of a bitch, dumbasses. Yeah. Whatever. There you go, you fucking dumbass. Yeah, I'm the account holder, you fucking pot belly. Don't set a pin. I hate this. Check my insurance price, you fucking twat waffles. I hate this. Oh, you cannot, whatever, dude. I want to see what this is. Oh, yeah. So you see this? They're not going to give this to me. Okay, how about. There we go. Let's see this. So I can check pricing now on Amazon, get your insurance price. Fine. So it cost me $47 for meds if I order from Am. Oh, yeah, with insurance, 97. You gotta be fucking kidding me. So it's telling me that they're gonna raise my price for this one by night. I mean, literally the. You can believe that? They're like, oh, yes, here you go. You can have this, and we'll just charge you a dime in the arm and a leg. Higgins and I were talking about this, and then when you look at this, right, on the meds. So it says here, right, and then it says checking lowest price. It says your insurance provider will give us a price on. Well, I can't see the price now. I'd like to know it. So apparently the pharmacy is going to charge, I just can't believe how much they're basically ripping people off. They're like, hello. So anyways, I'm sweating like a pig this morning, right? I actually have a fever this morning. And I was telling Chloe this morning I have this fever, right? And she's like, oh, but I need you to come with me. And I'm like sitting there last night, And then she says to me, oh, if you're sick, she fails my head. Oh, you got a fever. And I'm sitting there, I'm like burning up, and I'm like, I can't, and, she's like, oh, well, maybe it's your taste buds. You can't taste your dinner. No, she cooked the ramen and let all the water suck up. She's like, oh, yeah. Finally, I was like, you know what? Never mind. That's what I said to Chloe. I was like, never mind. And she's like, oh, well, I'm a real woman. But my friends, are, to me, or is it fucking burning up in here? Yeah. Anyways, currently the boats are delayed. Chloe's in the shower, and I ain't gonna get a hot shower today at all. And I'm sweating like crazy. I got up because it's just too damn hot, and so Chloe is sitting there, right? She says to me, what about my estrogen? Do you have needles? I don't know about needles. You don't have needles, I can't give you your estrogen. Thing is, we're down to, oh yeah, we got needles. You see needles? Let me see here. Good. Alright, so, alright. Anyways, for some of you peeps out there, I don't know what to do this morning, literally. Chloe's basically, boats are leaving, everything else is problematic. I'm just so damn. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing, I, on the other hand, like I said, I'm kind of tired this morning, but we'll get through this, So some of you preppers out there thinking, what are we going to do about prepping? I don't know. All I can tell you is I don't know what to think this morning, actually. But keep on prepping. I'm still reviewing and looking over things for a protein powder. Of course, currently I'm not feeling too well, like I said. So I'm feeling like sluggish and sick. So not even the chocolate coffee is making me feel good. That's how bad I'm feeling this morning. I'm feeling freaking, I don't know if it was last night's dinner or whatever it was, but everything I ate was just, miserable. I brushed my, if you noticed, I got some like problems on a few areas. I'm actually brushing every day. If you guys didn't know, people say, "Oh, what about brushing your teeth?" I mean, literally, I was telling Chloe, I could use a new, I'm getting the plaque off too. A new toothbrush, I said I might just order me a 6-pack or 2 6-packs on Amazon of extra toothbrushes. I asked her about my toothpaste the other day. And she's like, oh, I don't know. I was using toothpaste she had. So I was like, where the fuck's my toothpaste? Well, I found it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to find out about ordering some more toothpaste because, to me, it's time for me to step up my game. My advocate and I were talking the other day, okay? Now, I would sit there and I would usually tell someone that, right? So this morning I was sitting there, right? I was thinking about how we're responsible for our actions, right? And I'm sitting there and Chloe's yelling and screaming at me, and I'm brushing my teeth. And I said, where's my toothpaste? And Chloe says, what do you want toothpaste for? I said, I want toothpaste, right? And anyways, so I said to her, right? And so I said, where's my toothbrush, right? And she says, well, what do you need that for? And I said, because I want my toothpaste, right? And I'm one of those that I'm very, very picky, right? She's like, what do you, I said, look, if I get some of my toothpaste, I will, right? So anyways, we were complaining about the toothpaste, and she finally turned around. She says, fine, I'll help you with the toothpaste, right? So as I'm shopping for toothpaste, right? Then I said to her, well, as a prepper, we need to prep some other stuff, because we got, so I said, what about a mouthwash, right? And so then I asked if there's a mouth, And she was like, "Oh, you want to get some mouthwash?" And I said, "Yes." So this morning I thought about turning around and basically looking at how many. Okay, so basically what I'm looking at is um looking at mouthwash and toothpaste to add to the preppers list because it's time that we actually get, you know, we actually get enough, um, to teeth, because I was looking at it, Chloe, she's like a Groucho, right? She's like, why you want, right? And I have particular toothpaste I use, and and so I'm using it, and I don't talk about dental hygiene much. People always say to me, oh, I get email lists, emails like they're always insulting me, they're like, oh, look at you don't brush your teeth. Well, I do. Fortunately, I need to do a better job. Chloe the other day, she was sitting there and she's like, well, she's got holes in some of her teeth. And, I can understand Chloe turning around being narcissistic and being like, what about me? When I'm sitting there. So, I finally snapped, the other day. And, I snapped, and I finally said to Chloe, well, you know what? When you got a hole the size of your tooth and you're getting headaches and you're sick and you're getting worse and you're sitting there, what about me, right? And she's like, well, what about it being other issues, right? So I said to her, right? I said, well, how long until you you know slow down and think about other people's needs, and it's all about what I got holes and I got. So I finally talked to my advocate, right? I love my advocate, Tara. She means the world to me, just like Zoe does. Zoe means the world to me, and I talked to, I'm adding stuff to purpose listen. I talked to, my advocate, and I said, "What the fuck do I do with a son of a bitch like this Peckerwood, who's only worried about themselves, right?" And she said, "Out with the old, in with the new." We were joking about Zoe. Zoe's sweetheart, right? Chloe thinks Zoe's gonna replace her. And it's like, and Zoe's heard a lot of stuff behind the scenes with Chloe and I, and it's not nice. It's not nice, that Chloe's like, like saying, oh, we're lovers or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Thing is Chloe's one of those people that doesn't care. That's right. I mean, literally, take Chloe another half hour to 45 minutes minimum, right? So what does Chloe do? And I'll tell you, it's Chloe's tactical, and she's gonna hope I'm feeling better by the time the 11:30 boat comes around. So what you do is you send Chloe out to get dip, right? And as Chloe's out doing dip, she's gonna check the streets for weather. Yeah, she's like, I'll check the streets for weather. So, sometimes you got to ask yourself, how much are you willing to pay preppers for generic brands, too? I mean, literally, I'm adding on the preppers. Oh, this is not available. Well, then I'll skip this one. So, a lot of people say to me, oh, well, you got like all these different toothpaste. You know what the real thing is? I think I always just turned off by dentists and dental products. I'll tell you why. They got all these toothbrushes, right? And they got all these toothbrushes, right? And all this stuff, you know, and they turn around and they make all this crap and you don't know what's good and what isn't, that's the real problem. I get up in the morning and brush my teeth, and I'm like sitting there thinking, well, which one's the best? You go to the store and you can't find it. You get this stuff and you can't. So, and then you gotta, the more you look at Amazon, the more your items are getting handled in Amazon over the store. I mean, look at this store. Well, I was complaining the other day about great. Every time I turn on, these things fucking pop off. I mean, I'm about to see about buying me another set of Crocs. The other day I got into an argument. I think it was about Chris. We were talking about Crocs. I don't know how Chris is doing actually. Probably doing better than me. See this? I mean, literally, there's got to be a way to fucking. Not to do a hole puncher jobby. Basically, I'm about to do a hole puncher, punch the one side in and then make sure I can guide it every damn time so I have no problems. Okay, so bottom line is, we were talking about the preppers list, right? Did I actually add this? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. I did. Yeah, there we go. So it says we moved it to the top. All right. So basically, a lot of preppers are saying, well, what type of mouthwash do you use? And the thing is, you use which one you use. A guy turned around, have you ever seen that? They got this and they're like, all these people are coming up with different things, they're like, oh yes, you need this, and it's and it's like, they turn around and they say, you can buy yeah, certain items. It's like, oh yeah, the whitening toothpaste or this toothpaste or that toothpaste, and it's like, you just don't know what you're getting yourself into, Sonny Jim, because you don't know what it is. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, what is it? And you're like, I don't know what it is, but I want to buy, and they're like, 7 times more cleaner. It's like, have they ever tested this to make sure it's 7 times more cleaner? I mean, literally 7 times more cleaner. Okay, so that's the problem, So I'm checking this morning. Chloe's, of course, still in the damn shower. You heard Chloe this morning. You're get out of bed, okay? I'm checking now. So I'm checking again for alerts. So number 4 is out of business in the 535 boats. Okay, let's look here. It says here that current boats are the Sammy. Oh, hold on, my eyeball. The Sammy is running late. It's going from Shaw to Orkey. Friday Harbor to Okie. Orkey is a Yaki. You got the Seal going to Annie to Orkey. You got the Sammy going Shaw to Orkey. So you got 3 boats and they're all running I don't know. We'll keep in contact. Chloe's like, oh, we got to be at the 8:30. No, you got to be at the 8:30. I don't have to be anywhere because, frankly, I tell you why. Because, frankly, I'm not feeling too well. And 2 is I don't want to get anyone else sick with my immune system. And 3 is, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. There's no hot water for me to shower. Chloe thinks, I can go stinking again because I am sweating like a pig. And so technically she's taking all the fucking hot water. So the mom asked why. I'll be like, well, I'm sorry, man. The hot water was all taken because son of a bitch needs 3 hours to become a woman. Yeah, and if anyone wants to insult me, go ahead and insult me because I don't think any fucking man who becomes a woman's a woman. I think they're all fucking mentally ill bastards with dresses and implants. That's my opinion. I'll stay with it till I'm dead. I have my own opinion, and I don't agree with him. I think every one of those damn people should be fucking, never mind. Personally, I don't like them, and they shouldn't be fucking around me. Another thing I'll tell you about them is between me and myself being born both, is I don't believe in some fucking son of a bitch going, oh, no, I'm going to price so sorry at the taxpayers' expense. We're going bankrupt. This country's bankrupt. They're fucking bankrolling a $500,000 facial surgery setup for fucking the taxpayers to pay for. And guess who's going to be fucking crippling the country? This dumbass. And you see me drinking chocolate coffee. You know, this chocolate's going to basically really give me some trouble. Hey, Mom. Good morning, babe. How you doing, huh? There's some of you out there wondering. My service dog needs some cuddles this morning, and he knows I'm not feeling too good. Hey, good morning. You didn't finish your fall crops harvesting. Oh, yes, I had it saved last night. Apparently Zoe called me. You hear that story? Yeah, I did. I was there. So tell me more, baby. So Zoe calls me. I was playing, so I hear the noise through my headphones from 15 feet away. And I was like, what is that, my cell phone? Turns out it was my phone. Yeah, my thing. So I got on the computer and I was talking to Zoe for a bit about dog treats. Yes, we were talking about dog treats last night. How adorable she is. I think she doesn't like dogs. I think she likes kitty cats. I think she'd rather sell Moppy Up River for kitty cat. Yeah, come here. Just being funny. Zoe knows I'm being joking. But you can't just give up him. I mean, look at this. How you feeling, huh? You feeling pretty good with that haircut, huh? Hello, little floofer. Floof mopper floofer. Anyways, I don't know what's going to happen. There you go, bub. Anyways, I'm not feeling too well, and Zoe's not. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of leaving, and leaving here because, it's going to be one of those quiet mornings, I think. It's already 7. I don't think Chloe's going to make the 8 boat, so I think she's going to make the, I don't think she'll be out of here by 10. I mean, I bet you, last night, all right, I'll tell you guys a story. So Zoe turns to me, right, last night. Zoe's awesome. She's like the coolest woman I've ever met, right? And Zoe says, oh, I bet because Chloe's mom's going to probably visit that Chloe's going to have that place clean. I said, I bet you a fine, expensive scanner. Chloe ain't going to do shit. Look what she did. She scrubbed 3 pans. That's it. And left the garbage and doesn't do anything, And then Zoe, last night, Chloe, the thing is, I was, I told Zoe this is how it's going to work, Zoe said, oh, no, right? I said, I bet, I didn't win. I won anyway. Look, I knew Chloe's tactics. Thing is, I looked at Chloe's room, right? I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, well, you know what? I'll tell you a story, okay? For some of you out there, this is like a therapist session, too, this morning. You know what happened? Besides me not feeling too well, I'm sick. I want to tell you the funniest story, okay? Hey, Mop, how you doing? Hey, been around much of the walk. Oh, you're good. Anyway, guys, tell you a story. Hey, Mop, it's okay. So she turns around last night, and she's sitting there. There she goes, spitting in the damn sink. Takes my damn dip. So I'm standing around, right? And she's all panicked. I can't tell my mom I'm going to be evicted, right? The eviction's already fucking coming down the pipe, okay? Even if I fucking survive, I won't survive. And I know Tildor basically watches and Probably upset, right? Problem is, this son of a bitch, right? And then we got a bastard who basically thinks they're more woman than anyone in the world, right? I think this is why a lot of people sit there and tell me, oh, well, you can't do that because it's, it's this, or you can't do that because it's that, right? Let me just tell you my freaking opinion before you stupid morons turn around and tell me I can't do this and I can't do that. The truth is this. It's my life, my rules, right? Problem is people sit there and say, oh, well, you could. I already did some dishes last night. I had to literally scrub down a lot. And I still am having stuff soaking in other places because Chloe won't fucking do anything herself. See, when you claim to be a tranny, right, you're like, oh, yeah, I need facial femme so I can suck big old donkey dicks. The point is, trannies turn around and they're just fucking mentally ill people. They're mentally ill. They think if they have all the surgery, they can be justified as being a female. They're not justified. They're justifying by having you, the taxpayers, pay for the damn cooter and then rag about how the taxpayers paid for it. Whereas people like me, we get shafted because we don't wear makeup. We're basically the real deal. And yet, at the same time, you get someone like Chloe who's like, oh, I'm a real woman. I'm a real woman. Government considers me a real woman. But if you're a fucking real woman, then you wouldn't. And then you got the other people, like hubby would say when he was alive. It's all, they think because they're having 16, they don't have to do anything. I mean, look, Chloe, dad, oh, I just spread my cooter and I get laid. Yeah, that's what Chloe keeps telling me about her dad. You pass as good as me, you get laid and you get fucked and you get fucked and you get fucked and you get anything you want. And yet, I sit here and I teach moral values. But what's the moral values in this damn day and age of your tranny? You just basically claim you're discriminating against, you get fucking nailed. You get fucking bent over backwards, right? But when it comes to someone like me, right, I'm not trying to vent or anything, maybe I am. But my point is, look at what's going on, right? You got someone that doesn't want to, oh, well, I'm a woman. You can't discriminate against me. I got mental illness. So they use I'm the real woman card, I'm transgender card, and then I'm mentally ill card. They keep to live in a place where my advocate turns around and says, look, you can't do this anymore. You can't freaking sit there. So last night, right, she's complaining about how she doesn't want to tell her mom because she's too afraid of an argument. Well, yeah, your mom would basically see the paper and ask, what the fuck is your problem? Chloe doesn't want to do it, so what's Chloe do? Well, we'll meet at Anacortes and we hope she doesn't come to the apartment. She doesn't come to the apartment, right? So anyways, so we're basically looking over the ferry schedules again, so I'm still keeping an eye on things. So, but anyhow, so she turns around, and she's like, well, what do? You do what you do. You don't do what you don't do. See? You see, Chloe's supposed to be on an 8:30 boat. She ain't gonna make it. She doesn't give a shit. All she cares about is her fucking shower, right? Taking on the hot water. The manager literally asked me the other day, okay, I was outside, right? The repairman, right? I actually walked up to check on something, right? Funny story. Manager looks at me, I'm wearing a robe, right? The purple robe. And he says to me, Rita, what's that smell? I said, it's me. And he said, wow. When was the last time we bathed? I said, this was a little bit ago. I said, about 2 weeks ago. He says, 2 weeks? You mean you don't get a bath in 2 weeks? I said, no, I'm not allowed to. You not only live in a filthy apartment that's controlled by a man in a dress, but you don't get a shower, So, I was like, whatever. So I was looking for a package, but still, it's not good, But at this time frame, the point is, I gotta check the schedules anyways, because I don't know what the hell's going on anyways this morning. So the Saturday boat schedules. So when you look at the Saturday and Sunday, right, Chloe's next boat to leave would be for Saturday and Sunday it'd be 8 o'clock, it'd be 8:30. And then the next one is 11:10, so it'd be 11:40, which means 11:40 to 2:30. So she'd get in at 2:30. The boat system would be really screwed up. We'll find out what's going to happen. It just takes time. So Chloe's going to call her mom around 11 or something, I think. Just be like, hey, mom, the boat's delayed. Go from there, I, on the other hand, don't care what happens, but still, but I'm going to run to the toilet real quick again because I got to use the damn bucket yet again. I'm semi-up, but I'm semi-asleep and semi-sick, too. However, man, Chloe, when I get done with my... You know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you guys what. Be nice to this. I think I'll just log off, okay? I don't need to sit here and ramble on about everything. It's not worth it. Anyways, I'll let you guys know what's going on later. So, yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. So, in the meantime, we'll keep you updated on what's going on. So please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, like subscribe button, hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. The bell notification, the thumbs up button, the subscribe button. Sold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. And since no one's commenting except for Kane and my best friends not messaging this morning, I'm out. So thank you, everyone. Leave comments nice as all we ask. God bless you and everything you do. I will check in with you guys later. Toodles.